Now ask me to make a prediction. If I were betting widows and orphans money, or if I were investing in the stock market cautiously and I had to make a guess, my prediction is that Iran will in fact develop nuclear weapons. That the United States will not stop it, that Israel may try to but doesn't have the military capacity to do anything more than set it back for a couple of years, that the United States will put pressure on Israel, and that the American policy will change over the next few years to move toward a policy of containment. The United States will contain the nuclear threat the way North Korea's nuclear threat has been contained, the way Pakistan's nuclear threat has been contained. But there's a big difference. North Korea is not a suicidal nation. It's a nation of atheists who want to live. Pakistan is not a suicidal nation. It's a Muslim, more secular nation. Iran is the world's first suicidal nation. A nation whose liberal, by Iranian standards, President Rafsanjani said several years ago in an interview in the Washington Times, when we get nuclear weapons, if we drop them on Tel Aviv, we'll kill 3 to 5 million Israelis. They will then retaliate by dropping a bomb on Tehran, killing 15 to 20 million Muslims, and the trade-off will be worth it, he said, because Israel cannot survive the death of 3 to 5 million Jews, whereas the Muslim people can survive the death of 15 to 20 million Muslims. And if you think that's just rhetoric, think of how many Muslim children were sent to their death in a foolish, unnecessary war against Iraq, with little plastic tokens promising them 72 virgins in heaven. If only somebody were to reinterpret that biblical verse and say, you don't get 72 virgins, you get one 72-year-old virgin. Maybe it will have an influence on changing some of these attitudes, but Iran cannot be trusted with a nuclear weapon. I do not believe Benjamin Netanyahu will allow Iran to go unmolested. I do believe efforts are being made now to try to sabotage and set back the nuclear weapons. I don't think this rash of mysterious heart attacks that several Iranian scientists have suffered represents an epidemic of natural causes that are going on in Iran. I do think they represent activities of various intelligence agencies to set back the process. I think it might be delayed, but I don't think it'll be stopped. I think we will see Iranian nuclear weapons in our lifetime, and that is a great and preventable tragedy. And the blame goes all around. I think one of the reasons Iran will get nuclear weapons is because we fought the wrong war. And by the way, General Sharon told George W. Bush, don't invade and don't occupy Iraq. Keep your eye on the ball. Iran is the enemy. And he didn't listen. And the Bush policy of invasion and occupation of Iraq has made it impossible for the United States to use its military force against Iran, which is a country which will have weapons of mass destruction, I believe.